right on time.
And there's the low blow that, if it's repeated, could cost Whitaker a point, perhaps the only point he would lose in this fight. You know, Philadelphia's two best-known boxing purists of recent decades are both here, Benton and Harold Johnson, the former light heavyweight champion. I used to urge Teddy Brenner, the famous matchmaker of Madison Square Garden, to use Johnson more, and why didn't he? And he said, Harold Johnson is the nearest thing to perfection in the ring, and there's no room for perfection in boxing. Because what we're seeing here tonight is virtual perfection and no drama. And that's what the matchmaker was concerned about.
Whitaker has taken a hard fight, a dangerous fight, and made it look easy.
Really has, and the only drama is developing in Brazier's corner, where you heard manager Pete Susan say to his fighter, you are waiting yourself right out of the fight. He wants Brazier to open up and take a few more chances. That's much easier said than done, isn't it, George?
I can tell you this, it's a shutout. Whitaker, on the first couple of rounds, was kind of hesitant. He was afraid, but now it's like, hey, I own this ring.
Trouble with opening up and taking chances against a guy like Pernell is that he's so quick, counters so effectively, and is so accurate with his punches. He makes you pay every time.
It should have been a point early on, but he's been hit with so many good body punches around to the side that his punches will be ineffective from this point on.
Meaning Brazier.
Brazier's punches will be ineffective at this point. Too many body punches.
I think we may be getting close to a possible TKO. There are moments here when Brazier is just not trading back and taking a lot of punish.
Whitaker is so mean that sometimes he doesn't even try to get a knockout. He'll just beat you up for a few. Not only Whitaker wants Chavez, and he wants to get out there and show everybody, not only am I tough in the lighter weights, I can move up, I've got punching power.
Of course, a lot of people want to get at Julio Cesar Chavez, and that too is easier said than done. Chavez, for the moment, controlled by promoter Don King, has not been in the ring with either Meldrick Taylor or any of his other primary adversaries at 140 pounds since the spring of 1990.
Whitaker's putting on a great exhibition.
All right, stop punching, both of you.
Chavez could be passing up a great career.
Boy, Pernell is just having a field day here in round number 7. His best round so far, a nightmare for Harold Brazier, who trades back little, if at all.
He just didn't expect Whitaker to have that much power.
Now.
And as you walk, Harold Brazier walking back to his corner for the first time, he looks every bit of his 36 years old.
Same thing. Yeah. Same thing, right? Just don't get careless and don't get cute. And that's boxing. That's boxing also. You understand? That's all, brother.
All right, hippie. Come on. You're boxing beautiful out there, baby. See that jab? You're touching with that jab and hitting that double jab. Come on. And then work your way in.
That's it. You see how you should have worded them together. So you ain't got to tell me he's catching.
You know, Whitaker's having a field day. Anything he sees, he can do.
Watch this. 6 punches. 3 of them landed.
Wait a minute, fellas. Wait a minute.
Now they're ready to begin round 8. Well, you saw the punch stat numbers between rounds that indicated Harold Brazier landed only 5 blows in the 7th round.
At this point, Whitaker is so confident, he may even drop his hand and play games. Good body punch by
Temporarily knocked Brazier off balance, didn't it, George?
Whitaker is going to be a good fighter in that weight class. He has the power. Not to knock you out, but to hurt you and stun you.
Yeah, but the great fighters in the division, first and foremost Chavez, but also Pineda and Rosario, do have the power to knock you out.
That makes a lot of sense.
Again, Brazier not trading anything back. Pernell just whacking away.
Whitaker was stunned momentarily, but he just doesn't seem to mind being hit.
Brazier has gotten increasingly wobbly in the last 2 rounds.
The thing about Brazier, you got to end your combinations with a right hand when you're fighting a southpaw. He's ending with lefts.
Why do you have to end it with a right hand, George?
Because that's the punch that's going to keep the guy off balance.
Come on.
A right hand. It's like you're jabbing with your right hand. The left hand keeps the opposite off. Keep the guy off balance.
Come on.
A right hand. It's like you're jabbing with your right hand. The left hand keeps the opposite off balance. Just the right
Tape
hand
Harold's glove up when he comes back.
Frank Cappuccino telling Brazier's corner to tape his glove up between rounds. Brazier starting to get a little more aggressive again, perhaps sensing that time is running out.
Let him go, Pink.
The thing about Whitaker, he's never finished fights real strong.
Come on, keep it straight, B. Keep it straight, man.
That's an old Pernell trick, grabbing his opponent around the waist and throwing him off balance.
That's what I want. I know it is.
doesn't want to let him get away with it. Of course, the referees know Pernell, and they know what he's likely to do.
At this time, Pernell Whitaker better be a little more careful because he is not the master of the 10th, 11th, and 12th round.
This fight scheduled for 10 rounds only. Pernell's lightweight title's not on the line. And of course, so far he doesn't look like he's in danger of losing anything. Brazier is doubling over in pain. The body punching has done its deed. And now as they settle down between rounds 8 and 9 here, we think of WBA World Welterweight Champion Meldrick Taylor in the dressing room. Meldrick, are you getting a chance to enjoy your stablemate's performance here?
Pernell looks superb. He's doing what he got to do. He's boxing, put on the boxing lesson in the clinic.
Do you think that he'll have to exhibit a little more punching power to have a chance to win a title in that division?
I don't think so. I think Pernell have no power for the junior welterweights. If you're going there with this type of style.
It's been awfully difficult for you to get Julio Cesar Chavez back into the ring with you. Are you rooting for Pernell to get a first crack at him now?
Well, that's Chavez's choice.
Indeed it is. All right, thanks very much. We'll see you later on, Meldrick.
All right.
He called it a technical fight, and it is. But spectators don't pay to read textbooks.
That's what they're saying.
In the last round, Whitaker threw 90 punches. Brazier landed a total of 12.
And so that's no reflection, I should add, on Whitaker. If he's got the right opponent, we could see a real action fight with him now, the way he is fighting. Any one of the champions who fights him could give him a real problem, especially Chavez and perhaps Pineda as well. And when he's fighting this flat-footed.
So you agree with George, Larry, that there's been a significant transformation in Whitaker over his last half dozen or so fights?
Well, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
He's willing to stand and trade punches with who? It doesn't matter what they weigh.
And other master boxers have done the same. Sugar Ray Robinson did the same. Many master boxers early in their career depended on their foot speed, and gradually they settled down.
Ray Leonard, another example.
Started to slap him with his right hand that time. These are the kind of punches that hurt your hand. You're slapping them, you're throwing a lot of power, but you're not holding your fist.
Is it a mark of fatigue?
Sometimes of overconfident, wanting to land a punch without looking first.
Of course, Pernell has had trouble with his hands in the past.
You can believe he's going to have to soak them in ice tonight.
One of the impressive things about Whitaker is doing, guys, is this. Boxers, pure boxers, generally will fight far less than 3 minutes a round. It takes a different kind of mental conditioning and physical conditioning to fight like this and throw as many punches. And so it's more than just a stylistic change. It's a change that goes from deep within you to be able to do this.
And it's quite a message to future opponents to know that this is a guy who can come in and throw punches, all of them with spirited intentions for 36 straight minutes.
Could be a message to the boxing world in general. Hey, you pay all these big heavyweights all that money. Look at me. I'm much better. Look at me. Just look at me. That statement he's trying to make. Or middleweights. Maybe he won a $6, $7, $8 million purse.
Well, of course, we've been giving the public a chance to look at Pernell Whitaker here on HBO for 3.5 years. And what they've seen is the increasing maturation of a young man who's always been regarded as a great fighter, but is now being seen as a different one than was the case a year ago.
He's having a field day, and this is a great, good boxer he's fighting.
Now, 1 round to go.
This is it. You thought yourself out of this one, Harold. Don't get down on yourself. You got 3 minutes to win it. You came here to win it. And you better go out there and do every damn thing you can do to do it. You understand? All right?
Look, listen. Don't go out there doing nothing spectacular. Do what you've been doing. You're going to win this fight just like you're doing.
That jab is working beautiful. Just double up that jab. Jab and turn, jab and turn.